Something strange might be happening with the RIOT MMO. I mentioned in my last RIOT MMO video that they only had one job listed for the MMO project. Now they have 0. To me, it is very odd for an in-development MMO to not be hiring. Also, we of course have seen Ghostcrawler leave the project recently. In addition to that, a few other prominent members of the team have recently left the project. Giovanni Scarpati, a RIOT MMO game designer who goes by Chimirix on Twitter, recently announced he will be working on TFT this year. Katia Borikina, a principal character artist, recently removed MMO from her Twitter profile. And last year, some other big names, Candace Thomas, game designer, and Jared Noose, director of production, left the project. Now, to be fair, people come and go very often in the game development industry. As I mentioned in the video about Ghostcrawler leaving, developers leaving is a normal thing. Across all industries in the US, the average stay at a job is 4 years. So people leaving the project doesn't concern me. However, big names leaving is somewhat concerning. But the most concerning part for me is that there are 0 job listings for this in-development MMO. That is very strange, and if you don't believe me, here are all the job listings for Ashes of Creation, PAX Day, and the in-development ZENIMAX MMO. But you guys know me and that I tend to be an optimist. I think life is healthier when you lean on optimism whenever you can. And even with no job postings being a fairly major concern for me, I still lean towards there being an optimistic explanation for it. I think it is very possible they simply have everyone they currently need for this phase of the project's development. RIOT is a very mature studio, and I think they can probably fill roles much quicker than most studios can. The salaries and Glassdoor ratings for RIOT far exceed some of their competitors such as Blizzard. So I think when an opening appears, it could be filled pretty quickly. So this is my optimistic view of what is going on, and as I said, this is the one that I think is most probable. However, I am even more so a realist and objective when I cover a topic. With that in mind, here are some possible negative outcomes. It could simply be that they want to go dark with this project. Ghostcrawler was somewhat open with giving a few details here and there, but typically RIOT does not operate that way with in-development projects. They might want to go back to being very secretive with this one, and we might enter a heavy information drought until the game sees a lot more progress. It's also possible, though I think unlikely, that the project might be in trouble. Now, I don't view that as a highly likely outcome at all, but we can't rule anything out at this point, unfortunately. For those that don't think it is possible this project could be canceled, I present to you Ghostcrawler's own words from when he was still working on the project last year. And keep in mind, game cancellations from large game studios are actually quite common, especially in the MMO industry due to the cost and time commitment it takes to make them. Blizzard's Project Titan, Daybreak Games with the third EverQuest MMO called EverQuest Next, and Amazon and Tencent's collaborative Lord of the Rings MMO project are just a few examples of major AAA MMOs that were shut down. And keep in mind, Tencent owns RIOT. Tencent is a massive company and has shut down plenty of projects in the past. RIOT has also shut down projects before, and Blizzard, a company that was once similar to what RIOT currently is, has shut down a ton of projects over the years. So there is plenty of history of massive projects like this shutting down. And I would add that the plan was to get an information drop in 2022, and we really didn't get that. We didn't even get the name of the project. Now, it is commonplace for MMOs to not see targets met and for delays in releases and information drops. But I would add it to the list of things that suggest maybe the project might not be in a good place, despite what Mark Merrill recently said. But again, I don't think that is likely. My best guess is the project is still in a good place. But I would not be surprised to see a dark period in terms of new information for the project for a while, which in one way is good. I might not have to redo my everything known about the RIOT MMO video and website anytime soon. With that, guys, I hope you liked the video, and I'll see you in the next one.